Less than 2 weeks ago, Lilly Sabri announced the launch of her new Lean with Lilly app. After a full year of grafting, and yes, that's me trying to sound like I'm British, Lilly's app has launched with so many incredible features, with everything from personalized meal plans, multiple workout guides, nutritional information, physiotherapy and a how-to library, and so much more. When I heard this app was launching, I stopped myself in my tracks so I could sit down and review everything step by step. Okay, opening up the Lean app for the very, very first time. I guess we have...
Amelia, I can't believe we're saying this, but welcome to the Lean app.
I don't know why that terrified me. My volume was on way too high.
1 year in the making and we are finally releasing the app. Every single day, you're gonna have the biggest smile on your face.
Aww. So we're on the homepage. It looks like this is the guide that was automatically selected for me, full body fat loss and abs. My day one workout, cardio box, full body. That sounds terrifyingly hard. And nutrition. For breakfast, I get to have Linda Sun's protein pancakes, baked chickpea and kale, hard tofu, and Nana's nice cream mini magnums. Nana! Then if I click on my guide, we go to each of the different weeks.
Wanted to point out that when you first download the app, you might see that some of your classes or content is locked, and that's because when you first download it, I believe you get something like 15 free pieces of content before you get your subscription. Once you have your subscription, good and golden, everything's unlocked.
And then these are the different 3 guides that are available on the app thus far. There's also a classes option, which I don't know what that means. Different finishers, full classes, warm-ups, activations, and cooldowns. She also has a section on how to use your lean bands. If you're incorporating them into your workouts, you need to know how to properly use your tool. So love that she has like this little cute educational section. That's awesome. Love this so much. She has a habit tracker as well as a journal. I'm absolutely going to be using that. And last but not least, the Lean store, which is just easy and accessible right within the app. I love it. I think it has a really nice layout. It looks very clean. It looks very fun, very on brand with Lilly as I've seen her content before. So stinging excited. I'm just about to do the 30-minute cardio boxing workout. Did I get that right? Cardio box full body. It looks like week 1 and week 2 are pretty much the exact same workouts, and same thing with week 3 and week 4. So I've seen this pattern before in other types of programs, and it's a great way to make sure that your body is progressing on those moves, but then also overloading as the weeks continue. With today's workout, you have the option of turning on the activation as well as the finisher. It's got all of the equipment written that I will need: dumbbells, resistance bands, and a skipping rope. This is my little setup station with all of my equipment, my dumbbells, my lean bands. This is the adjustable band, and this is the HIIT band. And then the infamous evil skipping rope. And then all of the individual videos right here, ready for the workout. I'm also thinking that I'm going to try to stream it to my television, which I've never done before, and I don't know why. I'm pretty sure there is a streaming capability on here, and I just feel like that's gonna get me more in the mood. I click play all, and this is what it looks like right away. It says, don't forget to turn on your favorite music playlist. We're about to go in.
Foot to the left hand, open up, back, and now repeat on the other side.
Each video, Lily's actually muted. She's only popping in to give you instructions, cues, or encouragement. So I turn on my own music when I'm doing this workout. And you know me, that is my biggest way to get pumped up and in the zone. That sounds so weird to say. Go. Workout time. But it's true, it's extremely helpful, and I love that I had that option to turn on my own playlist. Each workout is separated into anywhere from 3 to 5 different videos. Oh! It's the same Lilly style that you know and love. If you're familiar with her workout styles or her videos, or even if you're not, you're going to have a very seamless introduction to her and her styles as she's guiding you along every step of the way. You can definitely do everything with or without the equipment. I would say it's just more for that additional burn. So don't worry if you don't have any of these different pieces. I forgot how much she yells at you. In like an encouraging way, but it's so funny.
Enjoy all the yummy food on the app.
What is this? What is this? Lilly! I would say the best and first investment would probably be a band of any sort. The adjustable band I think is fantastic.
or a small set of dumbbells if you can find them. Maybe anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds is a great place to start.
Well done, Taylor. That was so comprehensive. Like such a great activation, warm up, workout, finisher, cool down. I feel very completed, and it was only about an hour or so. So not too bad. Honestly, it feels like one of the best workouts I've gotten in a very long time, but I also haven't boxed in what feels like a century. Woo!
Because this is an app that's mainly based on videos, every workout that you're doing is based on watching a video. I really wanted to test out different ways of using the app.
You can't see me.
Be that streaming it to my television, just watching it straight from my phone, or even doing it in different environments.
Okay, we're halfway. Can you straighten those legs for me?
I'm not even gonna lie, I'm so grateful that was an entirely mat focused workout, because I don't know if I could have handled anything more. I would say though, it's so much easier when you do stream to your television. I just wanted to try it out today to see what it would be like to do the whole thing on my phone. It's totally doable. I like watching it on the big screen. It just helps me a lot more. So this works, but the TV's definitely better. I always forget that in Lily's workouts, when she's doing unilateral training, she does the entire side before she switches to the other side. It absolutely shreds that one side to bits, and then you have to go back and do it all over again, and you're like, oh no, I see my fate right in front of me.
Last but not least, I tried out using the app in a gym setting. This was definitely a little bit different. I kind of hid myself in a corner, tried not to bother anybody, but it was totally fine. And I was just using my headphones. I made it work. It was simple. So just goes to show that of course you can use this in a gym if you wanted to incorporate bigger weights, or just easy to use on the go.
I'm gonna stream it again on the television today because I think I realized I like that better. For obvious reasons, it's just easier to stare at than trying to focus on my 4-inch screen the entire time.
I really wanted to include the footage from this workout because I had such a fun time doing it. And I think when I'm streaming to the television and I'm totally zoned in, I've got all my equipment laid out, I'm able to just have a fun time and find the joy within the movements.
Look at me, I'm a wreck and I haven't even started the workout yet.
Okay, get the heart rate up.
Lily!
And really just focus on all of the endorphins that are getting released from this workout.
I still remember the first time I did one of Lily's infamous marathons. I documented it. I think it was one of the first videos I did from her. And you don't do them once. You do them like 16 times in the course of 30 minutes. Exaggerating, of course, but like,
don't get me wrong, I was absolutely a sweaty, disgusting mess, but I felt really motivated. And maybe this is not your workout style, but I really do appreciate when somebody is being my biggest cheerleader, as Lily always does.
I'm watching you. Come on, push it.
Yeah, push it.
Push it.
Push it.
And as Keith always does, because otherwise I don't know how successfully I can get through a workout just doing burpees all on my own in my living room. But when you have somebody cheering you on, guiding you every step of the way, you know you're not alone.
I'm halfway.
Don't stop. Go.
I got tired. I think one of my biggest complaints with most apps in general is that while so many apps are filled with incredible recipes, a lot of them can be kind of unrealistic. Like, I'm not a gourmet chef. Even though these look amazing, I might not be able to make them. So I'm curious to see what the expert level is of these recipes. Is it beginner? Is it Chef Gordon Ramsay? You know, Taylor needs a little bit something in between, more so the lazy, easy route. But that's just me. I really think what is my absolute favorite is how customizable the recipe section is. All of the meals selected right here are basically a randomization of foods that maybe would fit with you and your goals for the day. But I just love how changeable this is, because let's say I don't have the ingredients to make that banana bread. I can click on the little X, I can remove the meal for the day, and then you can just go on the recipes tab, find a recipe that looks good for you, and add it to your meal plan for the day. Also, if you don't like calories, you can have the option to have those removed. If you don't like the numbers, you can have it taken off. It also shows you the number of people that the meal is applicable for, the amount of time it takes, the calories and macros if you had that as a preference. all of your ingredients plus the method on how to make it. I've been trying to play around with the more intensive recipes because you know me, lazier the better. Everything has been fairly straightforward, and honestly, this is just suggestions. It's amazing that most of these apps nowadays even have a recipe section. I more so use this as a guide for when I'm a little bit lost, when I'm not feeling very creative, if I have no idea what I want to make, I can pull up a random recipe knowing that it's there for me. But maybe you absolutely love it and you want a personalized meal guide every single day. Not to mention the daily or weekly shopping list. This is the kind of stuff that a lazy gal like me needs from a training app, because otherwise I'm lost in the grocery store. There's also a really cool section in the app that talks all about nutrition and gives you real information from an actual nutritionist named Alan Kenny. Thanks, Alan. It covers everything from how nutrition affects your body to myth busting to eating enough for you and your body. I thought that this informational tool was extraordinarily helpful, especially because a lot of young people will be using this app, and it's so valuable to instill real and factual information at a very young age. I also was pretty pleasantly surprised because there were a boatload of recipes that were definitely up my alley. Don't get me wrong, I still can't cook, and there were a few I was very intimidated by, but for the most part, the recipes and meals were very, very approachable, and if I can do it, absolutely anybody can. Just like the nutrition section, Lilly also has multiple sections to help you along your way, including a video exercise library.
Familia, in this video, I'm going to be showing you some quick tips on how to perform a side plank correctly.
Helping you with everything from side planks to deadlifts, and also video guided physiotherapy videos to help you with things like easing back pain, improving your posture, releasing neck and shoulder pain, or even simple stretches that you can do at your desk. I even tried out this video, which took me, I think, maybe 2 minutes. It was so simple, easy, and it already helped my poor little keyboard hands. I'm not a huge journaler myself, I'm just not diligent about it, but you know, if you've watched any of my videos, I'm huge on habit tracking. I think it's such a great way of making sure that you're actually sticking to your plans, being disciplined. I've tried my fair share of different workout apps, but I'm really, really enjoying how customizable this is. And I don't know why I am so stinking particular. If I can't jive with an app, then it doesn't work for me. But I'm having a really, really fun time with this one. The habit tracker in particular has been fantastic. I set just 2 habits with myself. Like I tell you all, it's better to start small and become really, really strong in those categories rather to add 30 on at once. So I did a daily 30 minutes of reading and a daily outdoor walk. And just like the satisfying feeling of checking this off is so thrilling. And I think because it's so simple and it takes out the BS, it makes you more consistent. The journaling I have not been the best at. I'm just not a good journaler in general, but I think that would be really, really helpful if I was marking down how many burpees I got done in session 1 versus how many I got done session 2, 3, etc. So maybe more like tracking my progress, but also if I'm in a bad mood and I just want to type away, I kind of like that it's digital because we're in such a digital world. I'm barely ever around a journal if I want to write something down, but just having my phone on me, quick little jot, beautiful. Right within the app, Lilly actually has her own storefront with all of her available products ready for purchase. I thought that this was such a neat touch and such an easy way to get yourself some products when you're in a pinch. It's super easy to use. All you do is scroll through, find the product that you want, add it to your cart, and check out like you would on any other website. Lilly was kind enough to gift these to me when they launched a few months ago, but I just have to say, this is so beyond fantastic. I've used so many bands in my day, and I oftentimes have to end up buying multiple because I want a light one, then I want a heavy one, then you want the extra heavy one. But having something that's adjustable, that you can always decide what length you need, what strength, what intensity, fantastic. This looks like a paid advertisement. I promise it's not. I was kind of behind when I was editing this video because I wanted to make sure it was perfect, but I'm kind of glad that I did because ever since it launched, Lilly and her team have been extraordinarily hard at work making so many adjustments and updates in order to make sure this is the app that is made for you. It's definitely a good reflection of how in tune she is with her community. Some of the biggest updates that I've noticed is adding a web version of the app, making sure that little things with calories and music is all taken care of, and offering a weekly meal plan for your food. food. And of course, we have to mention all of the different price points that are mentioned for the lean subscription. Also anticipating I might get a few questions on how I'm streaming to the TV, so I'm gonna show you my process. This is an LG. My TV's on. All I did was press the power button. Opening up the Lean app, I'm going to my videos and starting the workout just like I normally would. Then just like anything else, you're going to have the AirPlay option over in the corner. Mine gives me these 3 options. So I'm gonna click the LG option. And then this is what pops up onto the television. The first time I did it, it asked me to enter in a code into my phone that was appearing on the screen, but it was super easy. Took me like 14 seconds. All you have to do is make sure that your TV and your phone are on the same Wi-Fi and you shouldn't have any problems. Then I'm gonna go play the workout. It says AirPlay, and there she is. I have tried to search for each of these workouts on Lilly's channel because I was genuinely curious. Am I just repeating something that I'm already getting for free online? And thus far, I couldn't find them. But it's still the same Lilly that you know and love. It's still the same style. It's still the same voice and encouragement and constant pep talks. You're still going to get that exact same feel in the app. I feel like that is Lilly's specialty. It's the cardio burn. It's very fast-paced movements, and she's so good at being just your biggest cheerleader. When you feel like you cannot keep pushing on in that workout, she's just kind of kindly screaming at you, telling you that you can do it, keep pushing on. She's like trying to lick off my sweat. I really liked how there was individual options for each of the videos. Like, let's say I don't have time for a full activation or a finisher. I only have time for 30 minutes. All I have to do is just watch that one video. So I thought that that was a great way of having it be so customizable within the actual workout itself. So I highly suggest, whether or not you've ever used this before or ever tried her workout style with any app that you're using, if they have it, do the 7-day free trial, because it's going to be worth your time to at least see if this is something that you like. Maybe you're going to say, you know what, it's not worth it, I just prefer the YouTube videos. Or maybe you're going to say, this has absolutely everything that I need, it works for me, it works for my schedule, I'm on board. With anything in life, you know, you just have to give it a try and you have to see if it's going to work with you and your lifestyle. When anything becomes a chore, when it becomes too difficult to follow something that should be fairly easy, that's when it's not going to stick. Any of the cons that I had, they actually were already fixed within the first little set of updates. The one thing I would love to see is some sort of way to mark your progress as you're going through each of the guides, because as I'm looking through the app, I've done each of these workouts, but it doesn't show any of my progress and it doesn't show that I've completed them. Maybe that's just me and my type A personality, but it would be kind of nice to see a visual demonstration of my progress. I think what is going to be the key distinction if you're somebody who is constantly using Lilly's YouTube videos versus actually making the purchase and downloading the app is really going to come down to accountability and consistency. YouTube videos are always going to be there. Does that mean that you're always going to watch them? Perhaps, if you're that sort of person. But if you need a little bit of an extra push, you need a constant reminder, you need additional tools and tips like recipes, nutritional guides, then an app is going to be perfect for you. If you're not somebody that needs all of that additional TLC, maybe YouTube's just the way to go. And that's not just with Lilly, that's with everybody. It's adding that extra value and it's giving you all that you need on a silver platter and more.